Everybody's wound up today because Trump says we're going to import all this beef from Argentina. We're going to lower our beef prices because the beef's too expensive here. And I thought I'd throw my 2 cents in. First of all, it's not really a new thing to import beef. We've imported beef in this country for a long time. What is new, however, is the government getting involved because of the prices and saying the beef prices are too high. We're going to make a deal. We're going to buy a bunch of beef from Argentina and we're going to undercut the American farmers and ranchers who are finally making some decent money. And that's just it's a socialist mindset, if you ask me. That's not what I've grown up thinking as an American market, supply and demand. Where did that go?
Farmers are furious at Trump after all these decisions that he's been making within the whole agriculture sector of the government for the past couple months and this entire year, guys. It is crazy to see how this is all unfolded, from the tariffs, from the Trump trade deals that have completely fell apart, from this whole donation or loan or whatever it call is to Argentina, this $40 billion that they are giving, and it is destroying where farmers are already struggling right now as we speak. Now, I think this guy right here is actually a cattle farmer. And even in the video, they said, oh, farmers are turning on Trump. But at the end of the day, I don't know who he voted for. And many people are curious as to who he voted for as I go to the comment section of this video. But guys, a lot of people were in support of these policies. A lot of people were coming back and voting for a lot of these different things. Not saying him specifically, but it just sucks to see how it is truly devastating all these farmers across the board. I haven't seen not one farmer that is truly thriving. And by all means, I'm not going to come on this video and act like farmers have been thriving since, forever, because from my knowledge, farmers have been struggling for a long time. However, this situation that we're in this year alone have made it significantly worse than it was before. And by all means, I'm not a farmer expert. I never farmed a day in my life, but these are just the videos that I am finding out. And this is what I'm bringing to you today.
Argentina? Why would you buy your beef from Argentina? Our beef, our pork is raised right here in upstate New York. My wife and I, we started free.
Now hold on a second, man. Is this your wife?
Kamala is at a dance party with Beyonce. 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 Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not going after your wife. I would never do that because I'm not a piece of shit. But I am going to go after her hat, right? Clearly, you all voted for what is going on with farms right now, right? Like, you literally voted for this. I've voted to save your farm. You voted for what's going on right now. Now, as far as where everybody's beef is coming from, the majority of Americans go to their local grocery store and they buy the beef that's there, right? Some of that comes from local farms. A lot of that comes mass-produced. The truth of it is nobody really knows where that beef comes from. But I'll tell you this, people right now are buying what they can afford. And if that's coming from Argentina or from China or anywhere else, number one, we don't know. Number two, it's because you fucking voted for it. If you haven't noticed, most people are struggling to figure out how to put even the basic necessities on their table, much less do they have time to go and shop around for beef other than what is conveniently cheap in grocery stores. If that's coming from somewhere else, once again, you voted for that. Save me and miss me with all the bullshit about trying to make people feel bad about beef coming from Argentina or anywhere else. Again, that's what you asked for.
Shout out to the creator. I love this guy, man. Ken Constant is his name. He's on TikTok. I'm also going to link the video in the description below, guys. But it is crazy to see. And a lot of these states, a lot of these people, now they were specifically, he said upstate New York, but a lot of these states and farmers are in strongly deep red states where you got rural MAGA states who are just falling apart because that was their main source of income. And a lot of people are in the hole. If you guys haven't seen the 60-minute interview where the farmers were out here speaking out, they were, talking about the situation. And they were saying that they've had their farm for decades on end and it's been passed down for long. And now they are like $800,000 in the hole because they weren't making the money. Like, you've seen countless of stories like this. And even like the town hall meeting that we saw over in Arkansas. And I mean, guys, the list goes on and on. Even in Iowa with the soybean, it goes on. But I'm just saying, when as a whole, like, guys, we shouldn't even be in this situation in the first place. But at the end of the day, you got so many people speaking out about this as we speak.
A while ago, how I don't feel like the US population truly understands how much farmers and ranchers are struggling right now. Let me just put some things into perspective for you. To my dad, who's been farming apples his entire life. Their Granny Smith numbers back, and it costs them roughly about $50 to pick for a bin of apples, which is 1,000 pounds, okay? And they just got their returns back for $35 a bin. And then you say, well, oh, the price of apples is going up in the grocery store. Well, guess who's reaping the benefits of that? Warehouses and the grocery stores. It's not the farmers. And I learned a statistic this past weekend that farmers and ranchers only make up 1.5% of the US population. So of course the food system is gonna be broken and not care about the farmers, because who cares about the 1.5%? You say, well, okay, what's gonna happen to the family farms that go down? A prediction that I give it, I don't know how many years, and all of these small owned family farms are gonna go down, and there's gonna be about 5 or 6 large big box companies like Tyson Foods, like Cisco, those types of names that are gonna own all of the farmland in the US, and there's gonna be no small owned family farms anymore.
Absolutely.
Sorry to be a pessimist, but
Yeah, and I absolutely agree with her as well. Within the next 5 to 10 years, we're going to start seeing that, because all of this started happening within 10 months. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm not joking. Yeah, you have farmers who are struggling, but now this year alone in 2025, we have seen so many farmers who have just given up. And I'm not even going to go deep into it, but a lot of them are doing like crazy things, like taking like lives and stuff like it is insane. So if this only happened, not even 1 year, we're 11 months, 10 months into this administration, right? Like, a lot of these things have happened within 10 months of the year. So imagine what 5 years would look like for this. And even bailouts, right? Like, we see bailouts, we see all these other things that Trump is talking about doing, and which is great, right? Like, I hope it works out. But in the end, if you had a business every single year that you knew was unprofitable, like you knew you weren't making money, right? Like and you're banking on a bailout every single year to keep yourself afloat, why would you continue that? I mean, in some years you may not even get a bailout because maybe the government isn't performing as well as people want it to. Like, it just solely depends on the situation. But at the end of the day, it's just it's a scary topic as we speak.
Soybean farmers, you are about to be treated like a fool by the Republican Party and Fox News and some of the mouthpieces. You're about to get flooded with all this information about how Trump just struck this massive deal for 25 million metric tons a year for 3 years with China of soybeans, right? Trump saved you. The Republican Party just saved you, right? Saved your farm. You were getting 27 million metric tons. You were selling 27 million metric tons last year under Biden. He made a deal for less. And that doesn't even take into account the 6 months from May to October where there was nothing. You were getting paid nothing. The American Soybean Association estimates that soybean farmers lost an estimated $10 billion in those 6 months. $10 billion. 6 months of worry and fear and how am I going to make payments and what is going on by soybean farmers. And now Trump and the Republican Party are going to swoop in and say, like, look, we just saved you. They're the motherfuckers who took it away in the first place with this tariff war.
And let me build a little bit more context in this situation. And I validate this. I fact checked. I don't know. Oh, it's AI, whatever case is, right? But I fact checked this already. Guys, in this deal, here is specifically what the deal includes, okay? China pledged to buy 12 million metric tons of U.S. soybeans by the end of 2025. So they're only buying 12 million by this year. That is it, right? And that's not including, what they probably had before and, whenever they shut that down, whatever, right? 12 million by the end of 25. And they said with the intention to purchase 25 million tons annually through 2028. Guys, are we serious? And I saw videos and Trump was talking about, we're doing amazing things. We got, we're killing it. We got deals in China and all these different things. We're saving the farming industry. 25 million tons through 2028. We're in 2025 right now. So in 2026, 2027, 2028. But that's 3 years. And let me do some quick math just to make sure. That is only 8 million tons for the next 3 years. When just last year alone in 2024, we sold 24 million metric tons, guys. I cannot make this up whatsoever. Like I even like when I see these videos and I see the interviews and I see, you know, Trump and all these people come out here and talk about, oh, all these trade deals and I'm the hero and whatever the case is. When I see videos like that, that is when I get frustrated, because this is not a trade deal. This is trying to put a band-aid and try to seal up a hole that you created. That is all this is. This has nothing to do with the savior, the hero. I just don't get it. You know what? I cannot make this up.